everyone, I'm Kathy Dawson. Welcome to Can You Relate, Cleveland's relationship show. This show is here to help you with all of your relationships. You know, there's so many kinds of relationships and so many issues in relationships. I'm talking about couples and in-laws and parents and children and co-workers and friends. I know you can relate to all of those. So before we get into what we're doing for this show, I always like to chat with you a little bit and tell you a little bit about what I've done over the last week. Well, last week's show we had someone coming in talking about the importance of letter writing. And I want to share with you something from my life that illustrates how important writing a letter with like a pen and piece of paper is. So my daughter's here in the wings, my daughter Katie, who's going to bring in this prop. Thank you, Katie. This is very cool. I found this. This is a box of over 100 letters that I found in my mom's attic after my mom passed away. I had no idea it was in there. These are letters that my dad wrote to her during World War II. And what a joy it was for me to read every single one of these and really see their love come alive. So I just wanted to show it to you because I really do think that letter writing is a lost art, and I encourage you to pick up a pen and paper and write somebody a note or a letter. So Katie, come on back. Here she comes, folks. Thank you. She's so cute. Okay, what we're going to do today, we have a full show today. We're going to talk about, have you and your mate become a little bit too comfortable in how you look? You know, how you look has so much to do with how you feel. Also, there's a financial deadline coming up. Ken Buttsey's going to talk to us about that. And we're going to find out who is caring for your loved one when he or she has had an accident or is very sick, and how do you relate to that person? Also, I'm going to be sharing tips about what you do right before you walk down an aisle when you're getting married. But first, we have Dr. Tenpenny with us. We're going to talk about a screening test for breast health for women. It's called the Halo test. I'm not talking video games. So follow me. So this is a screening test, all right? We've talked about thermograms. You know about mammograms. This is a test that has to do with breast health, and it's called Halo. And Dr. Tenpenny is here to tell us about it. Dr. Tenpenny is the president and CEO of Osteomed 2, which as of November 1st will have a new name, Tenpenny Integrated Medical Center. Welcome again.
Thank you so much, Kathy. Nice to be here.
Thank you. Now, I like the name of this test, but tell me if I'm going to like this test.
That's a great way to start. Well, since 90% of all breast cancers start in the ducts, what this is a non-invasive way to assess the health of your breast ducts. It uses a machine that has mechanical stimulation with warm water massage and a little bit of suction. The test takes exactly 5 minutes, and what it does is it sees if there's any loose tissue or any liquid that can be extracted through the nipples.
Does this hurt? Because I got to tell you, I'm picturing this and I'm not, it kind of hurts.
No, most people say that about 80% of women say it's the same as breastfeeding or using a breast pump.
Oh, okay.
And in fact, the breast pump is the same technology that's used in the machine.
Okay. Now, what happens if you find atypical cells when you extract the fluid?
About 50% of women do not express any fluid at all, and that's considered a negative screen. Of the 50% that do express a little bit, it's only usually a couple little drops. We send them off to a very specialized lab in New York that looks at the liquid underneath a microscope, and it looks for abnormal cells. About 1% of the time that fluid comes out, they are atypical cells, which says there is a very early warning sign that there may be something going on that deserves additional testing to see whether or not breast cancer is developing.
Now, I know that you really recommend people have thermograms.
Exactly.
Is this something that when they're in for their thermogram that you recommend they have this Halo test?
Absolutely. And the best part about it is it is designed for asymptomatic women starting at age 25. So if you have a very strong family history of breast cancer in your family, a mother, a sister, a grandmother, and you're young and you aren't even a candidate for a mammogram until age 40, right, to get a Halo exam, coupling it with a infrared breast image or a thermogram, that is the best way to screen out very early warning signs to know whether or not you need to take action to lower your risk.
Now, I have to ask a question. I know all the viewers are wondering, is this Halo test covered by health insurance?
The Halo is not, but it's only $150. Okay. The $50 is the initial assessment that you see a nurse or a practitioner. The test itself is $99. If that fluid goes off to the lab, that laboratory fee is billed to your insurance and would be covered by insurance.
Okay, now you have I just want you to state this, because you have a really cool way of looking at healthcare. Can you just present that?
Well, about what our office is like?
Well, it's about sick care as opposed to
Oh,
health.
yes. You know, people ask this question all the time, are things covered by insurance? Well, I say that insurance is for sick care. It shouldn't even be called health care insurance. It should be called sick care insurance, because when it comes to your health, it's really a lot of times something you need to pay for. It's like the cost of your car insurance or your homeowner's insurance. Those are preventive things that you have to pay for.
So it's about being proactive.
Exactly.
Okay. Love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So if you've liked what you've heard today and you want to know more, you might want to get a hold of Dr. Tenpenny at Tenpenny Integrated Medical Center, or call her at 440-239-3438. And you have a new website.
Our new website, it's been osteomed2.com. We are now tenpennyimc.com.
Terrific.
Thank you so much
for being here.
Thank you so much, Kathy.
We'll be back with Can You Relate?
Up next, have you or your mate let yourself go? We'll share tips on how to find your way back to beauty. And later in the show, you and your finances have a decision to make about your future together. We'll help you work it out.
Everybody wins when you decide to donate your ride to Our Lady of the Wayside.
Our Lady of the Wayside is so much more than a car donation program. For over 40 years, we've helped thousands of physically and mentally challenged citizens live more comfortable lives within our network of homes. Our services range from assisting with personal care to developing productive personal growth. With your generous support and help, we can reach out to so many more. Y'all can help. Visit wayside.org or stop in to see us today. You can change lives.
Okay, let's be honest. Have you gotten into the habit of not putting your best face forward? It happens. Life's hectic. It's crazy. You're running all over the place. You don't put makeup on. The hair is still greasy. I've been there. Okay. We're here today with Sandy Hoyt from John Roberts Spa and a wonderful model, Mary, to talk to us about low maintenance techniques to really keep us with our best face forward. Isn't it about skincare?
Skincare is where it starts.
That's what I thought.
Drinking plenty of fluids, water, that's going to hydrate our skin.
Question.
Yes.
I'm 53. The wrinkles are setting in as I speak. Does it really help to get rid of wrinkles? Water?
It'll help prevent getting more.
Okay.
As well as there are so many creams out there and facial regimens that you can do to help build up the collagen back into your skin.
So skin is vital.
Yes.
And also eyes, because this kind of thing starts happening, the crepey, you're not there yet. But anyways. So tell me about eyes. What can we do with eyes?
First of all, you're talking about any kind of wrinkles, anything. Green Science by Aveda is wonderful. There's line minimizers that you can use. A tiny amount on the eye, morning and at night. It will definitely help refine some of those lines. It's amazing.
So we're not talking Botox, Restylane.
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Good.
They don't need to spend the money on that. If you do good regimens at home, go in and get that facial. It's amazing.
Okay.
It's amazing. As far as for a daily thing, though, when you're coming out of the house, you want to make sure that you're feeling good. Yes. When you step out of the house and we don't have makeup on, our hair's pulled back, anything, you don't feel yourself. But if you have just that little bit, and little bit goes a long way, and that's what we're going to show today.
Okay, terrific.
We have Mary right now. Her one side we have finished. What I'm going to show is the difference that you can see from, well, starting at the eye. When you don't have the brows done, arch your brows. It opens up your eyes so much more. It defines the eye shape more. So we started with that. Her brows are shaped. Then we're going to come in, a little bit of concealer underneath the eye that we have for right now. A lot of us have the dark circles. We're running around. It's okay. Put a little bit of concealer on. Then we're going to put on a mascara. A mascara is going to pop the eye. We are going to see...
You look great, by the way. You really do.
Thank you. Look off to this side. When you put a mascara on the eye area, you will see the eye pop so much more. It's going to accentuate and draw more attention to the eyes. That's what we want to see. People are looking at the eyes when you're talking to them. You don't have to add tons of color, tons of shadow, anything.
Eyeliner. Right. You don't need that.
Right. You don't need it. Look up for me. You just need that little amount. Take your 2 minutes, put on your mascara.
You know, I gotta tell you, I don't ever do my lower lashes, but you're doing the lower lashes.
Oh yeah, you put on a little bit, you can look forward for me. You can see the difference. Now I did put 2 coats on this eye. We've only done 1. I'm gonna give it a second.
Yeah.
Look off to the side again. We're gonna just put on a little bit of mascara again on this top area.
And I'm noticing you're going up.
Yes.
We could do this for a half hour.
Oh yeah,
we
can
could
definitely
do eyes for a half hour.
Exactly.
Okay, so what the message I'm getting here, it's about maintenance, okay, because we're rushing around, quick things to do to keep yourself fresh. I love this idea. So if you want more information on this, you can get a hold of John Roberts at johnrobertsspa.com. You can give him a call at 216-839-4850. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Get ready because you're going to rate your relationship next.
Just ahead, your money wants your attention now. We'll help you meet a financial deadline. And later, your ailing loved one is in for the long haul of recuperation. What you need to know about those caring for that person. You talk on the phone, you meet for lunch, you schedule play dates for your kids. But are you a real friend? Take this test. Your friend gets a new job with an erratic work schedule. Do you complain to your friend that he or she is not as available as you'd like them to be? Or accept your friend's new schedule and work around it? Your friend gives you a birthday gift that obviously costs less than the one you received the year before. Do you tell your friend you remember last year's gift was more expensive? Or accept the gift and appreciate the thought behind it? Your friend's husband loses his job and she expresses her desire to slow down on spending. Do you insist your friend and her husband continue to lead the lifestyle they led before the job loss? Or refrain from giving your friend advice and empathize with her and her husband's difficult situation?
If you answered B to these questions, you are a real friend. Friendship is about acceptance. No matter what is going on in your life, whether there's a job loss, a job change, whatever, a friend just goes with the flow. A friend doesn't demand, just accepts. Now, if you have a friend and it's someone who's criticizing you and you feel controlled and kind of bulldozed, you know, it's probably not a true friend. So you might want to reevaluate that relationship and think twice. So if you think you know somebody who wants to take this particular survey or future surveys, they can go on to canyourelatetv.com. We'll be back in just a minute.